Hi, welcome to Methods and Processes for Social Work and the Generalist Practice. So you guys have heard the term generalist practice. This week we are going to be focusing on the generalist practice and what that means and doing a couple of activities. And it's all going to be online because the first week we are not going to meet in class in person because I will not be on campus. We will come back this week 2 and meet in person then. But you all know me. You all know what my classes are like and what I'm about with my classes and things. And so I'm really excited for this class. We have a lot that we do in this class, especially in the macro social work kind of field. So it's going to be an interesting semester for us. Because we plan and we put together the intergenerational festival during this class, and we do a couple of other things. So very hands-on in this class, but also a lot of learning. This is a senior class, so I may not always lecture like you're used to me doing. We hold a lot of seminar, and we also will be planning things and stuff too. So I will explain those as we, let me share the syllabus because we're gonna go over the syllabus here. Give me just a minute to bring that up. Here we go. Okay, so you should be seeing the syllabus now. Here is the information for our, for our semester. We do meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:30 to 3:45 in Wood Hall, room 108. Again, week 1 will be online, okay? Okay, so you guys kind of know the gist. I mean, you guys know where my office is. Here's my office hours for this semester right here. Again, if you come to see me during my office hours and I am not in my office, if the door's open, that means I probably ran somewhere and I'm coming right back. If the door is closed, I'm going to have a sign up on there that says where I am because I do like to go into the cafeteria. However, I know that not all of you guys have access to the cafeteria. So if I'm in there and you need me, email me and let me know and I will come out and like talk to you, whatever you need. Okay. I also like to go to like the different student lounges and things. So I will have a sign up that lets you know where I am. If there's no sign, because you guys know I get flighty and sometimes I'll forget. If there's no sign and I am not there, my door is closed, please email me and I will let you know where I'm at. You guys know I'm pretty good with my emails, or at least I really, really try to be. Okay, so methods and processes. Here's our course description, because what the heck does that mean, right? It's an advanced methods course focusing on the principles of generalist practice as an integration of the continuum of traditional social work focus on the individual, family, group, organization, and community. The IFGOC, right? Performance evaluation is based on a beginning level of professional social work practice. So I'm really going to be looking at you guys like you're professionals. We're going to learn some different ways to assess families and tools that we can use, not even families, but also individuals and things like that. So we're pretty excited. All right. Senior status is required. Here's your other prereqs. We're good to go. And here is your textbook. I've already sent an email with a link to your textbook and things, but here's this as well. Okay. Now we're transitioning from Blackboard to Canvas. We will not use Canvas the first week of class because I am not there to show you, and I don't think it's fair to demand that of you in the first week. So everything will be done through YouTube and email this first week, okay? So don't worry about Canvas, but you guys know that the rest of the time we will be going through Canvas. There's our course objectives, program outcomes. I'm going to let you guys go through that. So we want to get into this, right? Okay, so our grading policy, you guys know how I grade. You guys have been with me a couple of classes now. So our intergenerational project, it's worth 260% or 260 points, 26% of your overall grade. This is broken down into a few different papers and things, but it's a lot of different steps. So it is a very big project. within this semester. Now, I will tell you guys, I do not know yet if we will do a virtual intergenerational festival like we did last year, or what we might come up with this year. I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen as far as like gatherings and things like that. So we will be playing that by ear. Also, we are going to be talking about how we as a program want to come out as, you know, if we're encouraging large groups or things like that. Like we really need to look at our messaging there. So that's something that we will be talking about when I come back. Okay. Which will be, we will have our first in-person class August 31st, which is that first Tuesday of the second week. I mean, I guess it's the only Tuesday of the second week. It's fine. But week 2, okay? All right, we have our ethics paper that you will be looking and analyzing your own ethics versus the NASW ethics, code of ethics, and seeing where they align, maybe where they've not been aligned, maybe where, you know, they don't align at all, you know, those kinds of things, and really like self-reflecting, okay? You will have your midterm and your final. You guys know how I do my midterms and finals, same exact setup. And then the genogram and eco map assignments, they are worth 50 points each for a total of 100 points. These are just some really awesome assessment tools for families, and I use them for individuals as well when I was doing counseling. And they are really neat tools to use. So we'll go over those. Those are kind of fun projects. They're not overbearing or anything, but pretty fun. And so we'll go over those and stuff too. And then you have participation. So you guys know how I set up my scores. You get 1,000 points total. There's what you need to get each letter grade. And here's our assignment narratives. So the intergenerational project, in congruence with the intergenerational festival, this project aims to evaluate students' capability of applying the helping model on a macro scale. Students will be graded on areas of engagement, assessment, planning, intervention, and evaluation. Students will engage with local agencies and organizations to participate. Now, this is the virtual intergenerational festival, but I don't know if it's going to be virtual yet. But focusing on the impact of COVID-19, each student will choose 2 agencies to outreach and involve in the project. EAPI will be applied to all practice levels and written about in the paper. And you guys should know what EAPI is. That is engagement, assessment, planning, intervention, and evaluation, right? So you will have a 15-page paper is included in the project, which will detail the 5 grading areas and practice behaviors. The paper will include the headings: engagement, assessment, planning, intervention, and evaluation. Students will apply macro theories and concepts to these social work competencies. Further instructions are listed on Canvas, and they will be. We'll go over those week 2. Students will be graded on the evaluation of field placement performance rubric. So the evaluation of field placement performance, you guys remember that? Came from your internships. Okay, so you'll be graded on the evaluation of field placement performance rubric to further their understanding of competencies and how one is assessed on competencies in the field while they are working on the intergenerational festival, aka community intervention. Students will be working with social welfare institution students to complete the project. So the social welfare institution students, they are doing some of the foundational research that you will need to do the interventions and things like that for the actual festival. So they're going to be looking at those policies, programs, and things like that, which will help you with implementing in the festival. Again, we will be seeing how that's going to work out this year. I'm not totally sure yet. We'll go over that. Let's see here. I think that's it for that part. But I do want you guys to know that even though there's a 15-page paper, and that really is like where we give you all the grade, I'm also going to be assessing you all the way through. You know, how are you in, you know, choosing, you know, in the planning process and choosing interventions and then actually employing those interventions and things like that. I will be observing and monitoring all of that. Okay, so then you have your midterm and your final, your ethics paper. I've already talked about that. genogram and eco maps. We will go over those. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to interview someone and create a genogram of their family history, and also you'll interview someone else for the eco map. You can also do it on yourself, but I think it's kind of fun to get that practice in of doing it on someone else. Okay. Let's keep going. Here's all the statements. I'll let you guys go over those. If you have any questions, please let me know. But here are our, here's our schedule. So you can go over that. You do have a digital copy of this syllabus. I've emailed it to you, and that is an attachment. And you'll see here where I have in-person classes starts here, and these first 2 classes are online, okay? And then you just email me your assignments, okay? All right, so here is everything. Now, I will tell you that this class, oftentimes we do get off schedule because of planning for the Intergenerational Festival. What I try and do is I try and get through most of the chapter on Tuesday, so that way it leaves us plenty of time on Thursdays to plan and do things, because that's a really important thing that we need to do. So that's what I try and do, but you can see here where, we've got some weeks where we're going over a couple of different chapters in the same week. But like chapter 1 here, we may go ahead and start chapter 2 as well on that Tuesday, because you guys should be pretty familiar with like the professional values and ethics and generalist practice, systems theory, ecological perspective, micro, meso, macro, strengths perspective. That should all be a review, okay? So we should be able to get through that pretty quickly and start on chapter 2 that Tuesday as well. Okay, and so you'll see all of this. When your midterms are going to be a little bit earlier than actual midterm weeks, just so I can get those grades in and things like that. You know what you need to work on. Plus, you have quite a few of other things going on. And then you'll see at the end, I do have quite a few of days that we don't have anything, or I have like other little activities planned, but this is so that way we have some extra room in case we do get thrown off schedule a little bit, which I almost guarantee will happen because of planning the Intergenerational Festival. Okay, so that is the syllabus. If you have any questions about the syllabus, please email me at cruggles@rio.edu. You guys know, and I am very much looking forward to this semester. I cannot wait. All right, so you also have more YouTube videos. I have a couple of activities that you are going to do during week 1, and there's YouTube videos explaining those activities. And so what I need you to do is watch those videos, follow the instructions, and email me your assignment. All right, happy learning. I'm excited.